You may start.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening to you.
I welcome all our viewers on this IAI3 Edutalk session. And I also welcome our guests for today, Rupa Varma and Arup Gangoly. Thank you for coming on to our show. Thank you so much. IAI3, it stands for the International Association of Industry Institute Interface. So we are actually a meeting ground between students and the corporate world. We are an education portal. We have been in education for more than 20 years. And we run several courses in different disciplines, and we have touched the lives of students all over the world. Now, IAI3 Edutalk, it is the brainchild and the initiative of our president, Dr. Neeta Parate. So we had three visions in mind when we started this. One was to showcase the stories of very ordinary people who had no resources, but by the sheer dint of their hard work, self-belief, they came up and made a niche for themselves, not only in the community, but for posterity, for eons to come. And our other visions were that during the pandemic, so many people came out and they helped each other. They jumped into the area where the virus was wreaking havoc without thinking of their own selves. So humanity helping humanity. And we also called luminaries from different professions, ordinary people like you and me, who can come and tell our young viewers what are the different type of skills they can use to take up a sustainable profession. So with these three visions in mind, we started IAI3 Edutalk. Now I am Anjali Sangvi. I am a soft skills trainer and I am a member at IAI3. Now today, we are going to talk about a legend. During his lifetime, Ashok Kumar ji was a living legend. And he acted in more than 275 films. So what we are going to know from his children, Rupa Gangoly, Varma and Arup Gangoly, what he was like a father. He acted in over 30 Bengali dramas, a linguist, a singer, a script writer, a producer, a director. He used his own skills to become such a phenomenally successful actor for all times, and he left an artistic legacy behind in Indian cinema. Rupa and Arup's father was Ashok Kumar ji, their uncle was Kishore Kumar ji, and Rupa's husband was Devan Varma, who was a well-known comedian, and a lot of Rupa's friends like me were the beneficiaries of his affection. So, Rupa and Arup, I welcome you to our show. And Rupa, I'm going to request you to please introduce your brother Arup to us.
This is my younger brother, Arup.
Welcome, welcome.
I'm
Arup.
here at Bombay now, and I stay here. We stay in the same building, and we are all one family now.
I think that's beautiful. Beautiful to be together in the same building. And if I'm not mistaken, it's called Ashok Kumar Towers. Is that right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was, previously it was your home.
My father used to live here.
Oh, okay.
He had a bungalow here, and after he passed away, we developed this property, and now it's called Ashok Kumar Towers. There are many flats here. Not many really, there were 28 flats, not many.
Yes, but just think of the, divine intervention or the play of destiny that you are back in the same place that you grew up in.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? Okay.
In fact, my eldest sister also living in the same building.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Nice to be together, especially at this age. It's nice to be together.
Yes, yes. There's nothing like family, not only for support, but just for us to function as human beings, right? Okay, so Arup and Rupa, we would like to know, our audiences would like to know, what was the legendary Ashok Kumar ji as a father? You had, yes, please go ahead, Rupa.
Okay. My father was a very disciplined man, and he taught us all to be like that.
Yeah.
We said that we must be on time or we mustn't waste food. Those were the values he put into us. So I think we're still like that. We're very disciplined and we always reach on time. We never, that is somehow in the brains, you know.
Yes, yes.
But Dad was a very loving father. He told us beautiful stories of the stories that he knew when he was young.
Right.
And they were from these big authors like Thomas Hardy and William Blake and O. Henry and Somerset Maugham and John Milton, the poems and all. He taught us beautiful poems and things like that. And we used to be with him when he came back from shooting. He used to always work. And when he came back at night, after our dinner, we'd go and sit with him and he'd tell us these beautiful stories about all these authors, old English authors that he had read and he knew. And he would tell us all, and we still remember them so well, you know.
Right. How lovely, because it was, ingrained in the psyche as children when you're with him. And you said that he was a linguist and he taught himself on the lingua phone.
Yes, he learned French. He learned a lot of languages, but French was his favorite language.
Okay, lovely. And
He
are
used to
you?
teach us also French. He would talk to us in French. And he taught us a beautiful poem, which is called The Evening Star. Can I recite it for you all?
Yes, that will be fabulous.
Okay, it is called The Pale Evening Star. It starts like this.
Yes.
Par l'étoile du soir, messagère lointaine, dans les froisseurs brillants des vals de couchant, Tito pâle d'azur au sein des firmament, que regardez-vous dans la plaine? He taught us all this one verse to say. And then when my sister was born, my youngest sister, Preeti, was born, he named her Par l'étoile, which is the evening star. But it eventually came down to Par l'étoile, Pal, and then Palu.
Why, isn't that sweet? And it sounded so beautiful, so exotic, Rupa. It was, so gentle on the ears. So beautiful. Thank you. And Arup, will you tell us the story about how your grandmother, she had a nanny to teach her?
Talking about stories, I just wanted to say that also. My father, when he started working in Bombay,
Yes.
used to commute between Bombay and Khandwa by train. Khandwa is his hometown in Madhya Pradesh.
Yes.
So he used to commute by train, and whenever he was on the station, he would pick up a few books to read on the journey. So he used to read the stories, and as he used to read them, he used to feel that I know what is going to happen. I know what's going to happen. It must be like this. He would predict what's going to happen. And even before he reached the end, he would know what the end is. And exactly that would happen. So he kept reading. He said, how do I know all these stories? How can I predict like this? And then he realized that his mother, she was the daughter of a zamindar. And the girls were not sent to school. So her father employed a British tutor.
Okay.
He would come home and teach my grandmother. So she was educated at home, and she read all those books, O. Henry and all the other books, and she would tell the stories to her children. That's my father and my
uncles.
Yeah.
Right.
So she would narrate all the stories to them. So they grew up with these stories. They forgot about it afterwards. And then my father picked up these books and said, how do I know this story? He said, well, that's how I know. My mother told me all these stories. That was how
and then he told us the story.
Yeah, exactly. He kept the tradition alive.
Let me add something here.
Yes.
His mother told him the stories. He told us the stories.
Yes.
And he was about 75, 80. He stopped seeing movies. And we used to still watch these movies. American movies.
Yes.
And I would come and tell him, Baba, you must listen to this story. I've seen a lovely movie. So he said, okay, tell me the story. He was ever keen and interested, even at that age, 80 plus.
Yes.
Tell me the stories. And I would start narrating the story, all the drama and the emotions, sentiments, all that. And I would certainly see the tears in his eyes, He He was
Oh.
bold, and seeing his children, my eyes would change. He was so involved in the story, and I was surprised even at that age. He was such a sensitive soul, to have to appreciate stories like this. So
Exactly, yes.
it was a complete circle, starting from my grandmother to him, to us, and back to him.
Back to him.
Yeah.
And so beautiful, these special moments with parents, and then even the emotions that we spend together. It's really, really so beautiful. So are you please going to tell us about the genius of Ashok Kumar ji when he taught himself painting, and I think one of his friends came and taught him?
Yeah.
Both of you can tell us, and yes, please go ahead, Arup. And
It was my father was ill for some time. He had a gallbladder problem.
yes,
And he couldn't go to work. The doctor said, you better stay at home now and
yes,
then completely recoup, and then you can go back to work. So he got bored sitting at home. Now he had a friend called Iftikhar.
Itika, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Iftikhar
yes,
was an actor.
right,
And he's my father's body. So he would regularly visit our house, and he himself was an artist. So he told my father, why don't you start painting? It's a good pastime and you will feel good. My father in his 50s never did anything about painting. He knew nothing about painting. And when Iftikhar told him, I'm sorry. So when Iftikhar told him, I'll show you how to paint, he said, yes, you get me everything. So he got him the easel and the paper and watercolors, paint, all those things. My father was very fond of watercolors.
oh, wow,
So
yes,
you should go on painting. What happened once was, he said, it's like anybody else's painting. There's nothing new or fresh about it.
yes,
He became a little creative. He said, let's just start a new style. So what he would do is he would pin the paper on the easel, and then on top of that, he would pin another paper. And then what he would do is lift that top paper,
second paper, yes,
painting on the lower one, and then he would blot it. And then he would paint a little more, and then blot. You see, when there's water,
yes,
paint,
yes,
it would
yes,
take an impression here.
yes,
Now the painting you do originally and the painting that comes on the blot or the blotter is
yes,
different, because it has those white spaces, empty spaces. So it looks like a style of painting. And after he finished the painting, he would forget the painting, the main painting. He would make this as the main painting, with the spots here and there. So it's a house, but it's got nice, empty spaces.
yes, so beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, just think of it. He thought about that. He tried it, and it came out so well. Huh? How lovely!
And created a new style of painting.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Just like he started a new style of acting, a very natural way of acting, right?
Yeah.
And so, Rupa,
He was a
yes,
natural actor. He believed in acting naturally.
yes,
The previous, before he joined films, the acting style was very stylized or like a drama, stage drama.
yeah, that's right.
That
That's
is
right.
the way of acting as a natural way of acting.
Exactly.
So he was one of the first actors who came in who would act normally, naturally, and maybe underact.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's more human, more normal.
Yeah.
That's lovely. And then you were sharing with us that he was also very fond of homeopathy, and he got a doctorate, right?
Yeah.
Please tell us about it.
That Arup knows that story.
Okay, sure, great.
So as I told you, he had so many interests in life.
Yes,
He started painting, and then he wanted to do homeopathy. So he picked up some books called Materia Medica. In the Materia Medica,
yes,
all the symptoms of a particular disease, and then they say this is the medicine to give to this person. Now the same disease will have different medicines for different patients. It's not the same. So so he would ask everyone. He would ask his patient, "Does this happen to you? Do you scratch your head like this?" That kind of peculiar questions you would ask. Do you have a pain at the back of the neck? So they would say yes, but they came for something else. But he would get all the symptoms and give them medicines. In this manner, he is
cured a lot of people.
Yeah, he cured a lot of people. Many people started coming to him, and he cured them.
Wow.
So there was a rumor that Ashok Kumar is a good homeopath. I mean, among friends.
Yes.
Now the organization of homeopaths when they heard this, they said, they sent the representative and said, just find out, what is he doing? What is Ashok Kumar doing? He's supposed to be an actor. So the representative came and he explained his various cases, which, some important cases like those going for surgery and all that.
Yes.
And he treated them and they didn't have to go for surgery anymore. He cured them.
Wow. Wow,
So,
that's amazing.
yeah, so he cured many such people, and when the representative heard that, he
Yes.
knew that he's talking sense. He's talking of the right medicines for the right patient.
Yeah, he has knowledge, yes.
And then he went back to the organization and told them that he has done these cases and he's done a wonderful job. But then they decided, let us give him the title of doctor. Doctor of homeopathy. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So he had a small pad in which it was written Dr. Ashok Kumar. And he would
That's so beautiful.
And he was so proud of it. He was so happy that he'd been managed to cure so many people.
Yeah.
That's right. But just think of it, he took on something new, which is a serious stream of medication, and then to study it and to cure people, it was, he was very gifted. And how beautiful.
He was
That's amazing.
he was really very intelligent, gifted, and his capacity to take in so much. He learned languages, teach us languages. He really had a vast this knowledge of lot of interest in a lot of things in life,
Yes.
Like acting, of course.
And you were telling us that he was, he had role models, some famous actors from the Western Hollywood theater. And who were those people, Rupa?
Yeah, he was very fond of Charles Lawton and
Okay.
another actor called Ronald Coleman and
Right.
Edward G. Robinson. He liked these actors. He said they know the art of acting, of underplaying the role. And he was
Yes.
very fond of this. And he used to go to the seaside. He thought he had a very little soft voice. So he used to go and used to throw his voice into the sea and, talk loudly and emote in front of the sea. So he did all this for his acting career, when he was young.
Yes, Spencer Tracy, you mentioned, I think, right? Okay, how lovely. And then, I've often observed and wondered that public figures, especially great actors, they operate at a very high frequency of, maybe excitement or energy in their public persona, right? Because there's such high expectations from them. The high level of excellence in acting and the amount of finance involved, the people who are working, the number of agencies involved. So when they come home, there is a 360 degrees shift. They become normal human beings. Now, in your home, there were so many luminaries visiting you, actors and script writers, producers, and there must be people who promote movies and so many things. So did it somewhere become very magical and very beautiful, a little maybe a little larger than life, or it was just not like that?
For us, we led a very normal life, actually. We were brought up very normally and we never got to, these people visited us. There were even politicians who visited us.
Okay.
And big foreign directors and actors came to our house. David Lean, for one, who made Lawrence of Arabia. He had come to our house.
Oh, how lovely.
In fact, he wanted Daddy to work in one of his films, but Dad said that no, I'm an Indian actor, I know how to act Indian films. David Lean had come to our house. I remember it very well. It was such an exciting moment in our lives.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. And Dad met a lot of people when he went to London also. He met artists there.
That was another episode. So that was all about Arup's naughtiness when he was a small child.
Yeah.
Are you going to share with us the story of the policeman and your throwing tantrums?
I was a very stubborn child. I wanted everything that was available in the shops. So I was very young. I was about 5 years old, I think. And he and my mother, we all three of us had gone to London.
Yes.
And I was, I wanted him to buy something. And since he said, no, not anymore, I would just sit on the road and I said, no, I wouldn't get up. And he used to put me up and things like that. You know, I knew also that in England, you can't beat a child.
Oh.
Yeah. We were here in Bombay. Right? You know, to correct a child. But
Yes.
there you can't beat, you can't raise a voice. So cop saw him. A local cop in London.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so he saw it. He said, can I help you? He said, no, my son is creating some trouble for me. My wife is waiting for me across the road. I wanted to bring her, but he's not leaving me. And he said, don't worry, sir, you go and bring her. I'll take care of this.
Care of him.
And he was so sweet that I started mixing with him and chatting with him. My father quietly slipped out and got my mother. And thanked the cop. Thank you very much for taking care of my son. And then he, out of gratitude, he took out his packet of cigarettes and he offered it to the
policeman. Ah.
So he took the cigarette from my father and he read, it was written on the cigarette, duty free for export only. So he said, sir, I won't have the cigarette. He said, why? What happened? You don't like the brand? He said, no, the brand is very good, but I can't smoke this cigarette because you picked it up from the duty free shop at the airport. And this is only meant for foreigners who come, they don't pay duty. But we as citizens of England, we pay duty. So we can smoke only those cigarettes and not yours. My father was amazed at this man and ordinary cop was so conscious of the spirit of nationalism.
Yes, wow. Even to hear it, it's so beautiful. What a lovely episode.
So Arup was the lucky child who went to London.
With your parents.
But he used to do a lot of tantrums and all, sit in the middle of the road and cry and all. So Dad couldn't do anything to him, no beating up.
No. I know, in childhood we're allowed a lot of liberties, so that was very, very beautiful. Okay, so Ashok Kumar ji, he won a lot of awards, right? So do you remember any of them? And who, yes?
Please, do say.
Yeah, he won a lot of awards.
Yes.
He won the Sangeet Natak Academy.
Yes.
And what's the other award? Dada Saheb Phalke Award. He won the Dada Saheb Phalke Award, Sangeet Natak Academy. And then for a movie, Ashirwad, he won the Best Actor Award, National Award. He won the National Award.
Wow.
1969. And the film also, Ashirwad won the Best Film, Best Picture Award for that year.
Oh, lovely.
He won, then he got a Padma Bhushan also. Dad has got the Padma Bhushan.
Ah, what an honor.
The government has given him his due.
His due, yes. Really, what an honor. Wonderful. And
some Filmfare awards also.
Do you remember you were mentioning that he was a little possessive as a dad? I think all of us belong to that generation where our fathers were very sweet, very possessive, and they had one line of thinking. So then, but he allowed you to go to the JJ School of Arts and do a few things.
He was very traditionalist and he was quite orthodox in his own way. He never wanted his daughters to work in films. Neither my sister nor I. He was keen that Arup worked, but then Arup was not so interested in working in films.
Okay.
But we were not allowed, and we were not even allowed to go to co-ed schools. He was that strict. And it was all done through mom. Mom had to tell us, no, you have to go to a girls' school or you can't do this. But eventually he repented. I mean, he didn't repent, but he let us go. He let me go to JJ School of Arts because he was so interested in painting that he said, chalo, this daughter of mine wants to do painting, let her go, JJ School of Arts.
Right.
He even never wanted us to cut our hair. You have to cut, long hair. And never to wear sleeveless blouses, but then he allowed all that.
Yes, I know.
Changed slowly. He let us. He was a doting father. For me, he was an idealist. I mean, for me, he was the man for me. He always wanted to, he was very doting, and shall I tell the incident of my birthday?
Yes, of course.
me. He'd always ask me for my birthday, what do you want? So I would say, Dad, I want a basket of fruits. I love fruits. I'm born in the month of May. And at that time, you get the best fruits, mangoes and lychees and cherries and things like that.
Yes.
So I would always tell him, mere ko basket of fruits de do baba. Every birthday, I would get a big basket of fruits and I'd be the envy of my brothers and sisters. I'd share. I would always share.
Share with them, yes, I know.
My father said, "तू इतना fruit खाती है, तेरे को तो fruit merchant के साथ शादी कराऊंगा मैं." For different time, married an actor also.
Yes, I know. That's lovely. We'll shortly come to that. And would both of you like to share a few stories, some incidents? Because you were saying that your Kishore Da, he used to sometimes act like a joker and a clown and entertain the children. So a few stories, his piano stories and so many others.
Kishore Kaka had come to Bombay and he stayed with us in the beginning because he was still struggling and all.
Right.
And he was very entertaining, always making us laugh. And we were very young. I was about 5 or 6. My sister was a little older, so she knew him better. But he played lovely, beautiful tunes on the piano and he'd invent them. खुद बनाते थे, tunes बनाते थे और हमको सुनाते थे. और इतने beautiful, sensitive, sad tunes बनाते थे. और मैं रोती थी उनके पास खड़े रही. So after I got married, whenever he saw me, he'd always remember that I cried when he played the piano. He'd always remind me of that.
How sweet is that? And Arup, you were mentioning an incident with the income tax authorities, right?
See, my uncle Kishore, both these brothers, my father and he, they were very nice people. But there's one striking difference. My father was following the rule book.
Yeah.
He was always doing the right thing, the way it should be done. And my uncle Kishore was just the opposite. He said, "No, I live on my terms. I'm not going to live by the book. I'm going to live on my terms." Mind you, he did all his life. And I personally felt, I said, what guts this man has got. I used to admire him for that.
Yes.
That he can be himself and get away with it. My father couldn't do that. My father was always trying to be the good man. And I became more like my father, but I really admired Kishore Kaka. So he really didn't care. I remember one incident where he used to earn a lot of money, but he should never pay tax. So the income tax department would send their clerk.
Represent, yes.
Serve a notice to him. And he would come, and the notice says that Mr. Ashok Kumar, you have to file your return and pay so much, whatever it is.
Yes.
And then he would tell his personal assistant, just give him some $100 and ask him to
just get lost.
Get lost here, get lost. That once, and a few weeks later, another man came with the same notice saying that you have to do this. So they kept doing it, but not paying tax is a criminal offense in this country.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Get away with it. Something or the other you have to pay. So one day, they served a notice that if you don't pay by this time, we will put you in jail. That was the threat. Yeah, prosecute you. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So he came to my father. He said, "Prosecute क्या होता है? मेरे को समझ नहीं आता. But prosecute मतलब जेल में जाना पड़ेगा." He was a little worried. He said, "क्या करना?" So my CA, my father's CA, he organized a meeting between my father and Kishore Kaka and the income tax officer. So all of them were there in the income tax office, and they were talking to him. And that officer said, "Kishore Sahab, we know you're earning a lot of black money." He said, "नहीं, क्या मजाक कर रहे हैं साहब? मैं कहाँ पैसा? मैं कहाँ black कमाता हूँ? After बिल्कुल कमाते साहब. See your lifestyle, you don't have 1 rupee in the bank, and you live so well. From where are you spending this money? You've got a lot of black money." I said, "No, साहब, आप मजाक कर रहे हैं मेरे साथ. मेरे पास कुछ black money." He kept denying it. Then the officer said, "No, you have to tell me this." He said, "अच्छा ठीक है, मैं आपको बताता हूँ. मेरे घर के बाहर मेरे कंपाउंड में एक पेड़ है, नारियल का पेड़ है. And on the top of the coconut tree, I got a box full of cash. whenever I need money, I just pull the rope like this, the box opens. So sometimes the income tax was listening to very keenly. He said, "अरे आप मजाक कर रहे हैं, ऐसा थोड़ी होता है." He said, "आप भी तो मजाक कर रहे हैं कि मेरे पास मैच मनी है." तो मुझे भी स्टोरी बनाना पड़ा आपके लिए.
With what courage?
Yeah,
Oh,
Bindas. Kaka was very bindas. I loved him.
yeah, that's right.
What happened was my father said, the income tax officer, no, you have to pay. You have to pay the tax. So my father said, I'll give you 25,000 rupees as an on-account payment towards his dues.
Right, right. In those days, there's quite a lot.
25,000 was a lot of money.
It was quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah, he did that and he came out. And my father told me, Kishore, तेरे को भी कमाना पड़ेगा पैसा और बैंक में रखना पड़ेगा और तेरे टैक्स भरना पड़ेगा.
You have to do that, exactly.
You have to do that. So he said, okay. And then Tata started. You see, earlier he was singing only for himself, all the movies that he acted.
Yeah.
And for Devan. Either it was Devanand or himself. He never sang for any other actor.
Okay.
But at that time, things were such that he had to earn the money to pay tax. So he started. He got offers for singing the playback.
Rajesh Khanna, yes.
And all those songs started and he became very popular. The songs were very popular.
Yes.
So he got a lot of money at that time. And then he started these private shows, private meaning public shows.
Of course, yes, yes. The singers, that's right.
Yeah.
Singing shows.
Yeah, he'd take his band and he would sing songs and he earned lots of money. So he cleared off all his debts with income tax.
Yeah, wonderful. Yes, I know. Wonderful. And also your father as an elder brother, he paid off that 25,000 for his younger brother.
Yeah.
I think that's like a fatherly figure. He did all that for them, isn't it? I think that's so
my
beautiful.
My father was 18 years older than he. Which means when he was born, when Kishore was born, my father was 18. By the time my father was 25, he was a little boy playing around.
Yes.
And that's why Kishore got there and he had a father-son relationship,
That's
for
right.
quite some time.
That's right, yes.
Together to play with my eldest sister. They were friends,
Yeah.
around together.
I think that's so really so beautiful, all these lovely memories. And then Rupa, where did you meet Devan Varma and how did your romance blossom?
That's another story altogether. I met Devan through my father. I mean, we were never allowed to go out. So Devan used to come home. He came home with my dad. He used to meet dad in the studios. And he came home one day and he used to mimic. He was a mimic. He was doing mimicry and all. He showed us a show. At home, he would come and we children would be watching him. Even you were there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he used to mimic and we used to have such fun and used to make us laugh. And I thought, I like this man. He's good looking and handsome. I want to marry him. But then nothing happened as such. Then we went to Bangalore for a holiday and he came there and he met us. And I think that's when it started.
Right. Very romantic, aankhon aankhon mein. In those days, we never went out or never had anything, else. So that was so sweet.
But dad was very possessive about me. He never really wanted me to marry him. He was very, so dad did want me. In the beginning, he was a little reluctant. But then he agreed and he said, all right, if you want to marry, go ahead and marry who you want to marry. And he let me marry. And then everything was all right. And
she was his favorite.
Favorite. And how could she say, I want to marry somebody?
Very sweetly and behave very gently, that kind of thing. And the other siblings were all rough and we were aggressive, more aggressive.
and I was the soft one.
That's all. So you should like her very much.
Oh, how nice, how nice. And Rupa, you at an age when most people expect that everyone should retire, you gave playback singing to music, a movie which your sister Bharti made, right? Is that right?
But that was just for fun. I just did it for fun because my sister wanted me to sing.
Oh, okay. Okay, but it was nice that you did it and it was...
Yeah, I love music. Actually, all of us do. Arup loves music. And because of him, and actually even my elder sister, all of us are very fond of music.
Yes,
Dad
I'm sure.
was fond of music. He even went into music and went to the, he had all the latest equipments and all that, and he loved music. So it's in our blood, it's in our blood.
It's in the genes, it's in the psyche, yes. And Rupa, there was one very, very famous song, Koi Humdam Na Raha. So would you like to tell us a little background story and also sing a few lines of it?
I will, but at this age, my voice is a little...
It's okay. We have a Gangoly singing to us. That's what we want to hear.
I'll do it, but I don't know how it will come out. Huh?
And you also can join if you want, Arup.
No, she's good at it.
Oh, all right, come on,
She's good
Rupa.
at it. She's just being humble. Okay, sing.
See, there was this song which my father sang in 1936 for a movie called Jeevan Naiya.
Okay.
It was called Koi Humdam Na Raha. But Daddy had sung it in a nasal tone, like
Right.
in the old days, how they sang like Saigal and all in a nasal tone.
Yeah, that's right.
That same song in 61, Kishore Kaka made it in 61 in a film called Julu. He took that song. He has lifted one or two lot of Daddy's songs, by the way.
Okay.
He lifted this song and made it so beautiful. It was this song, Koi Humdam Na Raha. And Daddy had sung it in that way, but Kaka sang it so well. So I'll sing 2 lines for you all.
Yes.
Don't expect anything much, huh? Please talk to Arup in the meantime so I get into the tune.
Okay, get into the character of the song, right? Okay.
हम किसी के न रहे कोई हमारा न रहा कोई हमदम न रहा कोई सहारा न रहा शाम तन्हा की है आएगी मंजिल कैसे जो मुझे राह दिखाए वही तारा न रहा. So this song was sung by both. Of course, Kishore Kaka did a beautiful job of it, and my father had sung it in that nasal tone, so it was not that appreciated. But I've sung it to song because you wanted me to sing.
Of course, but that was fantabulous, stupendous, such a sweet, melodious voice. It was so lovely to hear it, Rupa.
Thank you.
Okay, and for the sake of our viewers and of course us at IAI3, do remember that your daddy helped a lot of people to start their careers. And do you remember their names and who were the actresses and actors who came to your home? Because for us it's magical because they're icons.
Actually, Kishore Kaka, he gave Kishore Kaka the first break in Bombay talkies.
Okay.
As a singer in a film called Ziggy, where he sang a song, and then he sang with it. Then Arup was very known.
For Devanand,
Okay, yeah, sorry, I will. Yeah, but he gave him the first chance as a playback singer.
Even Devanand gave first chance.
Yeah, for Devanand, he gave him the film Ziggy. In Bombay talkies, he made this film Dad made, and he gave Devanand the chance. Or
I think there was Shakti Samant ji.
Yeah, he worked.
Bia Chopra also.
Bia Chopra came to him straight from Punjab and said, Ashok Saab, he was the only man who didn't call my father Dada Moni. Everybody called him Dada.
Dada Moni, yes, that's right.
He called him Ashok Saab. He said, Ashok Saab, he was a graduate. He came from Punjab and he said, film banana hai.
Yes.
I चाहता हूँ कि आप इसमें काम करें. So Papa was a little stunned. Who is this man?
Who is this out of, right?
But he was very confident. Bia Chopra was a very confident man. He showed him the script and things like that. And my father was quite impressed by him. So he thought for a very little amount, he said, I'll give some push to this man. And therefore he acted in that picture. I think it was
Afsan.
Afsan, old Afsan, which was made by B.R. Chopra.
All right. How nice of him to help, and how
Yeah,
nice of him to do it.
Yeah, he played
You know,
it.
without
double-
thinking of the amount of
double-
money he earned.
Or फिर
Okay, is your screen getting frozen, Arup and Rupa?
what?
Yeah, you are freezing.
I'm going to come back in a minute.
Oh, okay. Is it time up? If it's time up, please let me know.
Yeah, let us know if it's time out.
Yeah.
But we go on talking about that.
Keep frozen. That's right. You're frozen. We can't hear you. Your face is
All
frozen.
right. So for our viewers, we have made one small slideshow. So should I start the slideshow, and would you just tell us a little about the slides, both of you?
Yes.
Yes, that will be really exciting for us.
Arup knows more about it, but he
No.
wants me to say. So I'll say.
All right, that's amazing. Okay, so let's get started. Yes, just a minute, okay? Yes, could you tell us a little about this picture, Rupa?
This was after his death.
Yes.
The government honored him with a postal stamp. No,
Yeah,
postage,
that's right.
postage stamp.
Oh, wow. look on.
This was done a few years ago, I think, 2013. It's written there. In 2013, they did it.
Such a huge honor.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, he got a lot of awards and things by the government. Has always honored him, given him a lot of.
Wow, wow.
The next picture.
And let's look at this one.
Okay, this is. There are other actors. You can see Dilip Kumar,
Yes, yes.
Arjun, Motilal, all were there in this picture. I think they had gone for some festival or some film presentation in Delhi where Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru is meeting him.
Wow. Wow, just can you imagine? He was the prime minister of the country, and
Yes, at that
yeah,
time.
Ashok ji met him.
Yeah.
And this picture,
And this is, we had shifted to our new home, and my
Yeah.
little sister was born. She was Preeti Gangoly. She is in my father's arms,
yes.
and that's my mother. And this is me on the left. Arup is in the middle.
Yes, yes.
My elder sister Bharti is on the right.
Right, Varma.
Paletwal is
And that is Paletwal. We named her Paletwal.
Paletwal, evening star, so sweet.
Unfortunately, she died
Yes, I know.
years ago.
I know. It's really sad. And there's another family photograph with Devan
Yeah,
Varma.
this is Devin and me sitting in the foreground. And that's Daddy and Preeti on the left. And my mother
Yes.
and my niece, Anuradha Patel, sitting on the right.
Okay, okay.
Now.
Can you imagine? There's so many memories, these beautiful snaps.
Yes, I know.
And your mummy's was a renowned beauty, I think. Huh?
And
And
this is my marriage when I got married.
right.
And that's Daddy with me and Devin and me.
Wow. So ultimately he relented and he was happy.
Yes.
Ashokji.
This is again when we were young. I mean, I'm in Daddy's lap.
Yes.
Like Arup said, always.
the favorite.
And my sister is in the middle, and Arup is with Mummy because he was Mummy's favorite. That's
Yes,
how
yes.
he went to London, actually. Mummy didn't want to give him. She took him to London.
In those days, I guess that boys were really the favorite of the family with the mom.
I agree. I enjoyed every bit of it.
Of course.
One child. This is my mother.
Yes.
How old was she?
She must have been 30, I think.
30.
30.
What a lovely snap, Rupa.
Yeah,
Classic beauty.
that's my mother.
Yes.
And this is Arup and me now. We're going to a Goan restaurant for lunch with his son, who is also married in Bangalore.
Oh, okay.
This is in Bangalore. We had gone.
Festival of Goa, the name of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Snap is beautiful. Brother and sister together.
Yes, we had a super time.
Okay, so I was wondering, is there anything else that you would like to share with our viewers? Because we have got such a personal insight into how Ashok Kumar ji was as a father and how he loved you all and told you stories and his genius, his hobbies, his interests. It was so beautiful. Really, really very beautiful.
That's all right.
That was really a genius because he had so many interests in life and he was a very intelligent,
Yes,
very sought after person also because he had so many talents. One thing he was bad at, and that was business. He never did business well. He lost a lot of money in business.
I know, really.
Otherwise, yeah, he was super intelligent. He was super everything. He learned so many things. He was so curious. He wanted to learn. He was always interested in human behavior.
Yes,
Human, and he had no airs about him. He was
That's
so
right.
natural all the time. He met people so well. He was never, "Okay, I'm a big actor or anything." He was
right.
normal and natural. And he always taught us to be that way, you know?
Yes, very un. How
So that's
beautiful.
all I want to say. Arup has something to say.
No, that's all. I think you said it all.
He was very unassuming, and the children are also very, very grounded and beautiful. But
Thank
you know,
Thank
thank you, thank you both so much for coming on.
Super talking to you.
Thank you so much for coming on to our show. It was so interesting, and I'm sure the audience, you know, there are a lot of people who watch movies of yesteryear, and maybe aspiring actors also want to emulate some styles. Well, not exactly emulate, but at least find out what was cinema like in the olden days. So it was so beautiful meeting children of the living legend, Ashok Kumar ji. Thank you so
Thank-
much for this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. And hope to have you again on our show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.